All right, let's get started. I kind of like this whole off to the side look. What do you think? It's kind of chill, right? And you get to see the nature. Okay, so wow, like holy shit, I don't know where to start, but I'm just gonna like go off of inspiration and just, whoever resonates with it's gonna resonate with it. Woohoo! So, the rain and thunder is fitting. Me and rain and thunder are like this. And, I don't know. Do you ever feel like someone, a guide, or a being is communicating with you through the rain, through the thunder? And I definitely have had some very sacred moments during rainstorms and thunderstorms ever since I was really young. And then later on, maybe actually just a few years ago, I came across thunder beings, hearing about thunder beings. And I really dug it. It resonated. I'm looking off to the side because I can see the soft rain. It just sucks so bad that you guys can't see it. I mean, I could take this webcam off, I wonder. But would you guys be able to see it clearer? I don't think so. I don't think there's any way I can get you guys to see this. Wow, but that thunder though. I wonder if there's any way I can get you guys to see this absolutely beautiful, soft, gentle rain. And sorry for those who get kind of motion sickness. Hopefully I didn't make you sick just now. Get you back up there. Okay, so it's fitting because I feel like, I'm connected to water in many ways, but it truly feels like family. Like family, or like my star family is connecting with me when it rains. I feel very connected to the beyond when it storms, when it rains. And it's very purifying, cleansing, rejuvenating, restorative. I could go on with more adjectives, but it's all the same, right? So like I said, family. And that seems to be what is on my mind, my conscious mind, on my soul, my spirit, the collective consciousness, I want to say my super consciousness. I've had a lot of experiences in the past few days, and wow, holy fucking shit. I mean, dude, can it get more clearer than that? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Shit. That thunder just shook my whole little patio and was so fucking loud. I don't know how loud it'll be for you guys, but that was so... the thunder is so intense right now that even Wolf is scared, and he's on the other side of the patio door. And wow, I kind of feel so vulnerable being on this patio with the thunder like that, but wow, that feels like confirmation. Like, whoa. Wow. Okay, so, and that's just like one of many confirmations that came through today when I was speaking with my soul sister, Belen. Love you, Belen. So before the full moon, in our linear time, which was Sunday, like a few days before, I kept feeling things. I mean, even before the full moon, like I said in my other video, I was definitely feeling stuff. It felt like it was collective. Definitely part of it was mine. I was having trauma surface, and some very deeply embedded thought patterns, but that don't come out all the time, but that are deep in our subconscious, which, you know, I believe that's what Neptune rules. You know what I mean? That's like the deep subconscious. And the Pisces too, right under the waters, all right, trying to stay on track. It's just like, wow, the water and everything going on right now. So aside from the trauma and there's some trauma that I didn't even realize was still there, that needed to be healed, released. And some thought patterns that I didn't realize were so far deep in my subconscious that it was affecting my behaviors and thought patterns at times, but it's so covert and underneath that you don't realize that that's what's going on somewhere in the back of your mind. And but aside from that, there was just other stuff I was feeling. I could tell it was like, this can't be mine. I'm feeling so many other things and people. And then it just got to one point, like on Friday or Saturday, I literally was feeling certain people, like I had their names in my head. Like I had thoughts about them and thought maybe I need to reach out to them, you know? So I ended up reaching out to a few of them. And sometimes I was just speaking to their spirit, you know, just directly, you know, telepathy. It's not like I have to pick up the phone. Yo, your spirit and my spirit got that thing going on where we just, you know, talk. I just send my thoughts to you, my loving thoughts, check in on you, you know, pray for you, whatever. But I mean, I did also physically reach out. But it got me like feeling, I was like, man, I really feel like this is soul family. And you know, I say that to certain people. I'm like, you know, there's certain people I say, hey, spirit bro, spirit sis. But like, for real, it's crazy the way our light and vibration is now expanding and going out along with others and connecting and bringing us to certain people, or you know what I mean, people to us and us to people. And it's not like it's a huge amount of people, because really the folks that I'm very sure of as of this point are very few. It's like I can only count them on one hand. You know what I mean? But you feel it. You really feel it. You're like, you know what I mean? I know you, and it's not the kind of like, hey, I've known you in a past life. It's like, I know you. You're like my sister, man. You're like my brother. And so there's that, right? I had that feeling this weekend and reached out to certain people, and then the full moon came, and then the next day is when I had a huge release. Oh my God, it was crazy, but amazing and beautiful and just mind blowing. And then when I ended up talking to two girlfriends today, soul sisters, because they were helping me kind of like sift through, and I wanted to see what their intuition was picking up on some things. I wanted to share some things, and actually some of the stuff they were going through, they were giving me information about what's going on right now for them, and it just all was like synchronizing. Everything was syncing up. And each one of my girlfriends said the same thing. I didn't even have to bring it to their attention. They said it. They were like, one of my girlfriends in Australia was like, it seems like there's a theme of like soul family. And she was like, not even like just your tribe, whatever. She was like, but literally like your soul family. And I was like, yes. I was like, dude, for real, like I feel like I'm feeling my soul group. I'm literally feeling my soul group. And I had this experience the night that I had the release, which was Monday night or Tuesday night. And my ego kind of got bothered and kind of confused for a minute. And then I really realized that what I was experiencing and intuiting and what I was experiencing with Ty, something very transformative, our union, that what he and I were transmuting and what we were experiencing together, this blissful union, becoming one, it's like I tapped back into the oneness, the collective consciousness of my soul group, my original soul group, and that my soul group literally felt on some level the harmonization, the union of him and I coming together. Two pieces of the bigger puzzle coming together, and it's like just us two coming back into one. Sent out some kind of beacon, a beacon of light, a beacon sound, a trumpet into the ethers, into other realms. And it's like they felt it because in essence they are us, they are me, I am them. And so yeah, when I really analyzed, not even analyzed it, felt it, meditated on it, reflected on it, it made sense that way, that what he and I had experienced was something that affected a larger group that had positively I don't even want to use the word affected it. There's a moment of complete union. And on some level, my brothers and sisters from my soul group felt it. The different aspects of me that have been fragmented into other incarnated human beings, and maybe some aren't incarnated human beings, they all felt it. And for that amount of time, we were in a space together. That is the best way I can put human terminology on it right now. So my sister in Australia, confirmed that. She was like, it seems like that's coming up a lot. I'm seeing it all over in my feed. I'm seeing it, on all my social media feeds the past few days. And she was like, so that has to be confirmation for you and even for me. She was like, because I've literally been yearning. I'm missing my soul fam, which I get that a lot. I seriously get so sad and really down and just want my soul fam around me. And then not only her, then my other soul sis Belen, we were talking about, going through some stuff, talking about things, and she, through our conversation, and then she felt inspired and followed intuition to pull some cards, and even that confirmed about soul family. So what I wanted to extend to you is, have you been missing your soul family? Have you been feeling that more lately? And do you ever wonder where you're from? Or do you already know where you're from, or all the different places you've been? Right? And have you met some of your soul fam? Are you living near your soul fam? Have you already started to create community with your soul fam? Like, where are you in that journey? And do you feel like soul family should live in community in some form, create community? Or do you think we are supposed to be separated physically and spread out all throughout the planet in different realms? Well, yeah, I already can answer that to an extent. I mean, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your feelings too. But I know that there is a divine plan for the reason why we are, because there are so many areas to reach, so many people to reach, and things to transmute and heal. But do you think that while we are in incarnated form, that we should be working towards physically coming together temporarily or permanently? Because honestly, I've had this urge for a very long time, and I've talked about it before in many different ways, that I just have this vision of a community. Like, literally, I want some land. I want to, it's going to obviously start off small, but I would love to have a healing cabin or healing house. There would be different healers that come through or even live there. I remember when I was with Charles Virtue and my angel posse, and I just blurted it out. I was like, guys, what the hell? We all need to just find a place and just build some homes there, make a little village or something, because truly, when you are with resonant souls, and I mean, it's completely different from being around someone that you feel familiar, or you have a lot in common. It's beyond that. There is just this feeling within you that you really feel at peace and feel like you really belong and like you're home when you are around souls who truly are from your soul group, or that you've just spent many lifetimes with. Some you've spent so many lifetimes with, and so they just feel so familiar to you. It feels really, really nice to be around them. I'm not going to diss on that, because it's true. It felt so good to be around my angel posse and Charles. I didn't want to leave. I was in shock when I left Italy and had to come back to the U.S. We all were. None of us wanted to leave. That sucked. Those 2-3 weeks together felt so long. Time stopped, and it was just amazing. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to just throw that out there and see if anybody else has been feeling the call of their soul group. And I mean, I know that this also has to be a manifestation of my intentions, because I have been setting them for a while now, especially a few months ago. I just kept calling into the universe for my soul fam. And it's crazy, because it's crazy the way that two have popped up. Pupped? What the hell? It's funny how two popped up into my radar. Even one was in a dream. It was so cool. And then when I woke up into this reality, I got a hold of her and I was like, I'm pretty sure that was you in my dream, dude. and me and her like barely know each other in this lifetime or whatever, but when we started talking a few months ago, it was just like click, and just like ba-da-da-da-da, we just clicked right away and just synced up, you know, the best way you could say it, right? So yeah, what are your experiences and stuff like that? And you know, even this here, this whole talking about soul fam and missing them and feeling them, which by the way, I'm gonna click this because I use my hands so much when I talk. That also goes to say that, you know, you got to remember that sometimes you are truly transmuting, healing, stuff that sometimes is not exactly yours. It's not literally something that you experienced in your incarnation in this lifetime, or maybe even a past lifetime. That it could be something from one of your soul group, someone from your soul group, and their experience from this life or another life. But you just got to remember that basically, bottom line, in essence, it's still you, because it's still your soul, and you just decided to be cool and split up into multiple people so you could experience more and get more done. What else? That's what I wanted to say about that. The other thing, which I'm not going to go into, I'll make another video on it because I think I would talk a lot about it, is how also, since and if you are aware of your soul group, that this also would lead into talking about an ancestral karma and clearing, ancestral clearing, which I've talked about a little bit, I think, in some of my videos, and I even have light language videos to clear that. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head. Yes, to clear that. And it's just a topic I didn't want to dive deep into yet, because maybe it'd be more fitting for my podcast, because ancestral karma is a huge topic. And it's crazy because before Mother Ayahuasca, the phrase ancestral karma was never in my awareness. I didn't even know it was a thing, you know. And when I drank the tea and kept drinking the tea, those words came to me on my own through her. It's not like somebody walked up to me and said, "Hey, do you know about ancestral karma?" You know what I mean? And then so I started using the term ancestral karma. I'm clearing for my ancestors. I'm clearing for my lineage. And when I spoke like that, people started to pop up and they knew what I was talking about. Some didn't. So I definitely got some interesting looks from some people, but some did. You know what I mean? And so if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And yeah, I do want to dive into that. Oh man, I just broke my thing. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I was really excited to talk about soul family and soul groups, and the thunder was crazy. I mean, there was just so many confirmations today that the experience I had the other day was more so about my soul group and brothers and sisters from my soul group, rather than what my ego was trying to tell me and take me to. So the different confirmations I had today, along with, you know, the thunder, yeah, it lets me know that I'm on track with what my intuition is telling me and what my guides are showing me. And yeah, and I don't know, what do you think about this blue? Who resonates with blue? Who resonates with Sirius and Lyra? You know, there's been many places that I've been, but what sticks the most is Sirius. my memories, feeling memories and stuff from Sirius and Lyra. For the longest, I felt like a cat, a kitty cat, you know, like a cat woman, and then recently tapped into my wolf nature, and that was back in 2015, and that was when I was actually really connecting with my indigenous roots and indigenous guides, and yeah, I really got connected to my wolf nature. So those are some things that resonate with me and that I connect with. So I'm wondering, what about you? And yeah, I don't know. Let's see where it goes from there. I mean, I really do hope to hear from people and get your thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. Ooh, wonder if you heard that. All right, guys, that's it. Namaste. Itakoe. Oyasin. Aloha nui.